Hello Poachie Lovers. Today we're going to be looking at how to make the perfect poached egg. It's a bit of a mystery. Today we're going to unravel that mystery. We'll just get this cup of tea on. Alright, first few things you've got to do, you've got to consider the whole brekkie, because you're going to be doing a few things simultaneously. Head over here. That's the first thing to do, because I love my baked beans. Slap them in, get them on the slow burn. I always thought baked beans were kind of English, and then you look at the name Heinz and you think, actually, it's not very English, is it? Alright, there we go. So, alright, that's on full. I've boiled the water. Alright, so this is like a complete, alright, it's not even on yet. That's how, oh, shit. Alright, so.
He's a professional.
Professional shooter. Alright, so get your white vinegar from the Woolworths Essential range. Bit of that in there. Now I've actually boiled up the water. I may as well bung that in to actually add a bit more heat to it while it's there. But anyway, because you know, we'll just go through a few of these things. That'll like eat up the time a little bit while the thing boils up, won't it? Yeah, so really you want quite a lot of water. Get in there. And now, this is another pro tip. While that's actually sorting itself out, heat up the water for a cup of tea. That'll be appreciated. Alright, now I'm going to put the lid on. That'll speed it up. So the idea, generally, you get the freshest eggs that you can. I'll actually put these in the fridge. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's quite warm here in Brizzy, so that's what helps. But it has a knock-on effect on the amount of time that you actually poach the eggs for. I go for roughly about 4 minutes, 15 seconds, give or take.
Can we just say that again for our poachers at home?
It's 4 minutes, 15 seconds, Poachie Lovers. So, alright, here's the avo and here's the bacon. Alright,
when do we turn the pan on to start heating up?
What, for the bacon?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't take long to be honest, and bacon, as I've learned, can just be kind of like put on in the last minute. But what I will do is put the bread on. Now, unfortunately, Poachie Lovers, it's not like sourdough or whatever today, it's just
reduced
bread.
Woolworths.
It's just bread. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look at our little. Alright, well, not bubbling up there, it's just something floating around in there really. Alright, that can go. So, you're going to need one of these. This is key. This will change your life. I wouldn't recommend making one. I recommend buying one. So what I generally do, you're going to need to sacrifice some kitchen roll.
Oh, great.
Mom?
Yeah?
Daddy?
Yeah, you Poachie Lover too, Harv?
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, that's the bite from Tron. Nice choice. Alright,
Right.
so we're going to be getting into the business end of this.
Alright, Harv. That's
Shortly.
not a good spot for you to be. It's boiling
No.
right there. Out we come.
Now, for the spoon, I will post a picture of it in the show notes. I don't have any affiliate links, I'll just link to a photo of it.
I don't even know where we got that one from.
I don't know really. But anyway, so
Daddy.
this guy here, just.
We got some bubbles.
No, we haven't got bubbles. Anyway, what we're aiming for.
There's one bubble. There's 2, 3.
Do you see the bubbles? You can see it's definitely warming up in there. Oh yeah, there are a couple. You don't really want too many bubbles, because what will happen is that the egg, it kind of gets that kind of bubbly texture underneath, which isn't really what we're going for.
And
so,
if it's too vigorous, it pushes the egg around.
you don't want that. So what I'm going to do is set this to 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Now my little technique is techno. I don't know if that's actually warm enough, but what I generally try and do is crack the eggs. I don't put them into it. I used to put them into like these things, like line them up and put them in there, and then like slowly kind of like drop them in, and the water would come in, and then I'd kind of like do that. I don't think you really even need to, because what I've found is that when you drop the egg in, if it's all gone to plan, the egg kind of like folds over itself and creates that nice kind of like dollop shape, like drip
That's the word
kind
I
of
was
shape.
going to use.
And that's what you want. Okay, so what I generally do
it's
is try and arrange these in a
starting to
that's
bubble.
about right. So now we put this down.
But it also, you got to remember the water is going to cool down as soon as you put in a cold egg.
Yeah, so you want this to be
So,
sort of simmering, okay? So let's just sort of like disperse these a little bit. Sometimes if it is boiling up, what you can do is just add a tiny bit of just regular normal room temperature water.
or
like,
some vinegar.
well, you would if you had any in your thing, but I've used it all up.
I think that's a good amount of bubbles because
Alright,
it's going to cool down.
well let's get into it. Alright, okay, so you hit start. Now what I'd try and do is go in a bit of a clockwise motion here, and then I try and take them out in
Well, that
clockwise.
one's fallen into the middle.
Yeah,
But they're
they are.
looking nice. They got a nice shape to them.
Yeah, they're actually doing alright. The last time I did these, with these particular eggs, it didn't go that well. But anyway, the general idea is that there you go. You know sort of when you started, and then when the alarm goes off, you just take them out in the same order that you put them in. Alright, so what else we do? Let's sort this bacon out.
I personally would have been heating up the pan.
Yeah,
until this
you
point.
did mention that, didn't you? You can check on the video, I guess. But, alright, let's tie this stuff
At
up.
what point are we going to put the toast? So the bread is in the toaster waiting. The tea
Bread
is.
takes more. It just takes longer than you think, really.
I'll
Alright,
get some butter out.
get the butter out. That'd be helpful. Let's just stick the old camera actually in the fridge. Just, you know.
That's the Samsung, that one. Can you get a couple of plates out, babe? Oh,
Alright, so they're ready and waiting. This bad boy, yeah, alright, okay, we'll put a bit of oil in there. I don't know.
no,
It's supposed to be non-stick. Alright, let's test the non-stick.
there's enough fat in the bacon.
Yeah, alright. Let's
These guys
pump up the
bubbling
baked
away.
beans a little bit. How are the eggs? How are the eggs looking?
They're not vigorously boiling, but there are bubbles there.
Not what you want. You don't want to
Yeah.
be vigorously boiling. Alright, we've got 1 minute 58 left. Oh yeah, can you see how they've kind of just sort of made their own little self-contained packages, yeah?
That one's really good back.
So we're coming together. So essentially you get your white,
So that's
your white vinegar is like key, I'm afraid. And sort of the right temperature is also pretty helpful. But yeah, you just want to try and get the best eggs that you can. Just get free range, because happy hens make happy eggs. I don't know, it won't really hurt if I put them in now.
free range. Proper free range is
yeah, what are we-
1,500 per.
That's very good. 1,500 hens per hectare, is that right?
I think so.
So to double check. Let's just not give false information. What do they say?
Yeah, that
1,500
one.
hens per hectare.
Some can, I think you can claim to be free range and still have like 4,000 per
That's like
hectare or something silly.
the official limit, but really, if you can get better than that, do.
You want 1,500 or less. We've got the beans. The tongs were in the what? The dishwasher?
Oh yeah, they've been clean, haven't they?
Down the bottom.
These guys.
Okay, well we are down into the 20s. We'll be starting with this end
Now,
at the
see,
top here and working our way around.
what I probably ought to have done is given it a bit of a shimmy.
Oh, it's exposure soon. The worst is when we get stuck to the
Yeah,
bottom
but
of the collar.
fortunately we're not really.
The alarm's going off. Just stopped.
The alarm stopped. Can't hear it anyway over there. Alright, so out we come. Now this is just. I haven't got onto a plate or anything, just like.
Looking great, babe. Nice and jiggly.
So
What's up with the exposure?
Really good fun. Okay. So yeah, you just like. I like to think that it takes me the same amount of time to get one of these things out as just to put it in. So and there's a little trick, a little knack to getting them off. And
Look at that. Could you ask for a better morning?
That worked out quite well, didn't it? Right, you can use metal tongs on a.
Yeah, I do have
Put that on the spring.
rubber.
Alright, so that's that. So you put them on the paper towel, obviously to like get rid of the excess liquid, but it almost kind of like cures them a little bit. I don't know if that's like some sort of technical term, but it kind of.
Or is it like a steak resting?
Just yeah, kind of. And so when you then come, when you come to like transfer them onto the toast, they kind of keep themselves together a little bit. I'll show you.
I'm going to turn off the bacon and the beans, is that alright? They look pretty good small.
Alright, okay. So what I do, I just sort of lift this up. That's the funny thing. Help me. Okay. It's like from the fly, isn't it?
Get a bit of angle over here, maybe.
So just sort of like lift this dude up. Oh, it's going to be a bit tricky, but let's just. Right. And then once again. That one isn't the best one, but there we go. Alright, on we go. And this thing you can recycle it if you like.
Dry it out in the sun.
Bacon. Bacon is essentially cooked. Alright, we're good.
Alright, sounds like we need to
This.
tend to the
Sort of sustained.
Okay, I'm going to stop this video and we will pick it up when we put this dish down.
Yeah.
And here we are with the final product. Beautiful black.
Kmart cuppers.
So we've added some avocado, stuck the bacon, and my favourite time to add the salt is after I've cut open the egg and the yolk is sitting there in the middle.
We know why that is, don't we? Alright.
Alright, enjoy.
Hang on, wait a minute.
Are we going to watch you eating, are we?
We're
Oh, the
do
reveal.
The reveal, haven't we? Now this one's got a bit of bacon on it, but it's a bit of a. That's not too bad.
Nice.
It's a bit of a salt situation on there. Look at that.
The molten egg sitting on the top
Look
there.
at that pouring it. It's like a Hawaiian landscape, isn't it?
Alright,
All right.
well,
Bon appetit, Poachie Lovers.
see ya.